Within the black and white striped tents, the circus arrives without warning. No announcements precede it. It is simply there, when yesterday it was not. Within the black and white striped canvas tents is an utterly unique experience full of breathtaking amazements. It is called the Circus, and it is open only at night. But behind the scenes, a fierce competition is underway. A duel between two young magicians, Celia and Marco, who have been trained since childhood expressly for this purpose by their mercurial instructors. Unbeknownst to them both, this is a game in which only one can be left standing. Amidst the high stakes, Celia and Marco soon tumble headfirst into love, setting off a domino effect of dangerous consequences, and leaving the lives of everyone from the performers to the patrons hanging in the balance. Hey there guys and dolls, so this week I'm going to be doing a book talk about The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and you have probably seen so many people talk about this because it is an absolutely brilliant book, and if you have yet to read it, what are you doing with your life? Now, I've probably read this book at least 12 times by now, and I have to admit it is a book that never really gets old, and I'm always picking up new little things that really help to, bring the story together. I find that usually when I'm reading, I just kind of like power through a book and I don't really pay attention to all the little details unless I continue to read it, because now I have the story down. I don't have to worry about, screwing stuff up with that. But I can also enjoy what else is going on and what Erin Morgenstern has done with the book to make it what it is. Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern is about a circus that arrives in random fields without warning. Everything behind the cast iron fence is black, white, and gray. There's no leaks of color except for the patrons that wander the field, weaving in and out of tents. Surprisingly, this idea of the circus of dreams catches on. People are flocking from all over the world just to be at the circus. People follow it around as best they can, despite the fact that Celia is so good at hiding it. And after a while, they create this little club. They're called reviewers, dreamers, really. And in all honesty, they're really important to this story in ways that you couldn't even imagine. You might think, they're going to be the primary patrons affected by this or something. Not by any means. Yes, something bad does happen to one of these reviewers, the most important of all the reviewers, to be honest, but I won't disclose that to you because it's a major spoiler. And it kind of sets something off within Celia and with Marco as well. This book right here, it's incredible. It's one of those books that gives you an existential crisis, Like, you're reading it and you're thinking about how beautiful everything is and how wonderful this sounds and how you would love to get to do this, about how much this means to you as a person, and after a while, you start to feel as though perhaps this is something that you would have done had it been real, had you been living in the early 1900s, have you been a part of this world that Erin Morgenstern has weaved. It's incredible. It's absolutely brilliant. And in all honesty, I would highly recommend it, and I'll be linking down to the Amazon so you can all buy it down below. This is not one of those books that after you are done reading it, you can set down. Because for a while, everything that happened is weaving through your head and you're questioning your life, how you want to live it. Do you want to be just stuck in this one spot for the rest of time, or do you want to go out, see the world and walk rain-soaked streets of Prague and see London, and guys, it's one of those things that just captures you. It's so good. I'm not kidding. It's an absolutely incredible book, and I would highly recommend it. If you're into adult fiction, and if you're into romance, or if you're into mystery, or anything of the sort, go out, buy this book right here, sit down with a cup of tea wrapped in a blanket on a rainy night, be prepared to not move, turn off your phone, and read. Sit there and read this book and enjoy what's going on. Enjoy the story, enjoy watching these two fall in love, enjoy every bit of romance and mystery and friendship that you see budding. Enjoy how everything unfolds before you. Believe me when I say that it's impossible to hate this book in its entirety, because there are too many characters to not find one that you're gonna love. And whether you like Poppet, how eccentric she can be and how she seems to understand everything that's going on, or Widge with his stories, Bailey with wanting to see the world and to experience so much more than his family's little farm, or whether you like Celia with her illusions and her beautiful dresses, or Isabel with her fierce anger that suddenly pops out of nowhere, showing that she's so much more than the weak little girl that some people thought she was. And with her tarot cards, and just knowing, but not quite wanting to believe, like so many of us do. Or whether you like Herr Thiessen with his clocks and his wine and his red scarf, or Chandra with his midnight dinners, or any of the proprietors, those that made the circus possible. There's somebody in this book for everybody. We're not going to be able to read this book and not fall in love with at least one character. A friend who runs a small book blog on Tumblr, who I'll actually link down to her below. I think she did a review of this book. She didn't like Celia and Marco, but she loved Bailey and Poppet. She thought they were brilliant. And as much as I like Celia and Marco and Bailey and Poppet, my favorite character is Widget. I absolutely love him. I think that he's a fantastic character, and I think that I relate to him so much because he can see the past. He can see history, and he can weave stories with what he knows. And I think that's an absolutely incredible thing. If you liked this video, you can give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, or by clicking my face now, and you can also leave a comment if you would like to suggest books that I talk about or read or anything of the sort, and I promise that I will take them into consideration and try and do my best. I will also be linking to all of my social media down below so you can find out what I am up to, what books I am reading, when I am, making a new video, what's up, what's going down. You can find out by following me on Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter, and also just follow my antics on Tumblr because I post a lot of Destiel. Have a good week, and I will see you guys next Wednesday with my chit chat video.